Hey guys, that is Senzo Meyiwa's trial. Um, what is now breaking news there is that there is Inkabi, a hitman, that was called or that called Kelly Khumalo months prior to Senzo's death and days prior to Senzo's death. And subsequently, the subsequent to the death, there were also messages that were deleted from their respective phones. They were wiped clean. But the state does apparently have access to that information. So these are interesting times in this trial. Let's just hear this clip out.
You can do it via internet, where you've got also access to your own information, which you can go into your phone information and you can delete some of your information.
So Mangwaba, before we let you go, do you think that this would give the defense the impetus for them to make the application to have Kelly Khumalo in the stand? Because there are now those gaps, those missing messages that were deleted, etc., that you would probably have to answer to.
Certainly, Cindy, I think one would expect that Kelly Khumalo would have to now answer for herself as to how there could have been that communication that took place between her and accused number 5. So she's been linked to this particular suspect and she will therefore have to explain herself as to why there were these calls that had then taken place on these two occasions. But we know, of course, that the state has indicated that they are not planning to call Kelly Khumalo to the stand. However, the defense did indicate in court that they're going to bring an application for her to be brought before this court to answer to some of the allegations. You recall, of course, that there were also those cell phone messages that came out during cross-examination of, in particular, Zandile Khumalo, surrounding the nature of the relationship between Senzo Meyiwa and Kelly Khumalo, and of course what the defense rather, at that particular time was asserting is that there seemed to have been a sour relationship and that Kelly Khumalo was unhappy in this relationship, and then the issue that there possibly might also have been a pattern of wanting to remove Senzo Meyiwa from the picture, seemingly, and that is one of the assertions that was made by the lawyers representing accused number 4 in this matter. So she might have to come to this court, perhaps to clear her name and to really give details and explain herself as far as these messages are concerned. There's no.
Okay, guys, can anybody tell me why is the word she might have to be called? Will the state have the impetus to call her to the stand? Why does it appear as though she's being protected? Why is she not a suspect in this case? A man was murdered, a man to whom she was not married but had a fling with, a man that was married to someone else. So why is she not a suspect? And in that house, that man, whether they were intruders or not, to me that's immaterial. It would be proven in court. But in that house, that man was the only one that was killed. Why is can somebody tell me in the comments below, why is Kelly Khumalo not a suspect of the state, a prime suspect of the state? Because clearly she had a motive, because there were rumors that Senzo was going to divorce his wife and marry her, but that hadn't happened yet. Even when we just use the secular reasoning of what happens when a woman dies, the boyfriend or the husband becomes a primary suspect, particularly if they could be placed at the same scene as the individual who passed on, so until they are cleared. How has she been cleared? What process did the state follow to clear her in the face of this contrary evidence? Do you guys think that she's being protected? If someone knows anything that I don't know, because I've been following the trial, what could be the reason behind the state, the National Prosecuting Authority, insisting not to call her to the stand? Please drop it down below. Okay. And by the way, subscribe, because many people who view these videos do not subscribe. Subscribe and share the video with as many people as possible. Sure. See you in the next video.